A show that tackles the big issues affecting the BVI and the rest of the Caribbean. Searches for answers to today's big questions and gives viewers a unique perspective on developing stories. Follow the big story with me, Kathy Richards, only on JTV. This show is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon Spa Nail and Barbershop, the Wellness Center, Medical and Behavioral Health Clinics, Ticely Cross Deliciously Smooth Cider, HOV Medical, and Digicel. Sign up for Digicel Plus Home Light Bundles, faster internet, movies, and sports. This is The Big Story. I'm Kathy Richards. I want to thank you so much for joining us for this edition. We want to be talking all about when the BVI and Mrs. Globe 2023. It's on. In studio with me is Dr. Arlene T. Penn, preparing to head out there once and for all to represent on that stage. But there is something bigger to this event that you're going to be participating. It's the cause. More than anything else, it's the cause. How are you?
I am good, Kathy. I must say it's a lot of work, a lot of work. I've been in pageants before, but I mean, this one is so much different because there's a cause behind of it. In the past, yes, I would have been a queen, but it was just a queen. But this one is just a little different because you have to do a whole lot of work. That's how we say it in the local, yes. A whole lot of work. So I am behind the scenes pushing to make sure that women, we get our pap smears done because I really believe in, good reproductive health because, early detection save lives.
I don't really agree that you're really behind the scenes. You're on the forefront doing this thing. And like you would have alluded to, ensuring that women get the pap smear. You have a second round of that initiative. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, let me say this. Arlene is behind the scenes. Mrs. BVI is out front.
All right.
Is out front. So, last year we had the cervical cancer awareness being proactive. And we had about 100 women, over 100 to 120 women who would have signed up to be a part of this initiative because I'm a firm believer that if you know now, you can fix early and you can live life beautifully, fearfully, wonderfully. And then we can all do what? Win together.
Win it together, yes.
So it's about the Celebrating Life series. And this really came as a result of me myself becoming aware that I had cervical cancer. And it was about 18 years ago now. And it was in May. It was in May. There was a free pap smear screening that was done at the BNF Medical Complex.
Your 18th anniversary.
Come on now.
Yeah.
That's when I learned that cervical cancer was aggressively eating away at my reproductive system. And I was young at the time. And who would think that someone who was young in their 20s would ever have to think about those things? I only did the pap smear because I did the commercial. So what could I lose? Nothing to lose. But lo and behold.
Thank God for that commercial.
Age is really just a number because one of the things I've learned over my years, when I was growing up, we always thought that it was only older folks.
And who really are the older folks?
But sickness, changes in your body, just things happen at any age. Cancer comes to you at any age. At any age, even the babies. So these are some things that we really have to be cognizant about. Now, what I want is for women to be proactive. You have to know what's going on in your body. Because sometimes we wait until the last minute.
But the fear factor.
Yeah, I know we're afraid.
Away from doing
but it's better to know than not to know, because to me, when you realize how far it is, that's when you become more struck. Whereas if you know from an early stage, there are a number of things that you can do to help you from dying prematurely. So when you read statistics in the World Health Organization that 600,000 women were diagnosed with cervical cancer just in 2020, And then you learn that 300,000 women died as a result of the cancer. And you are alive? I think it would be selfish of me to sit down. You know, I used to sit down for years because I was ashamed. Because no one who wants to talk about your reproductive system.
Yeah, and
you're walking and then everybody's looking at you and talking about you. But I'm to the point in my life where I really don't care. I really don't
we're in
care.
an era, we're in an era where now it's not too much about who talk. You say what you want, and taking care of me is now owning up to your responsibility of putting you first.
Yes, and there's some things you can't really, you know, you can't really keep it to yourself when you know that there is some sort of resolve that could happen to help others. And the minute
platform,
and the minute I opened my mouth, that's when women started to come forward, men started to come forward. They said, oh, we didn't know that that's what it was, but my mom died of that, you know, but she never said anything. She kept it closed and she kept it bottled up. So my being here is to say, it's okay. It's okay to say something, and it's okay not to suffer alone. For me, I was alone in terms of I went through it mentally, because people can be around you, but at the end of the day, it's you. You have to be the one that's going through this. So I just wanted to create an opportunity for women to just get your pap smears done. And it's not necessarily just to find cervical cancer. That's not what we're looking for.
Just to get a health check.
You just need to get that health check, because
know that you're safe.
There are a number of things. Women, you know, there's infection. You have to think about. Sometimes you don't think about it, but that's the reality of our lives. But in terms of with the screening, because we now have it again, and it ends today. Today, in terms of the sign up, and we've been asking.
That's today,
May 8th. Today, May 8th. But I think that we have about 84 women so far who would have signed up.
Awesome.
And our target was 100, 120, even much, much more. Because we want to make sure that everyone have access. Because this is a situation that you find abroad in a number of countries where women who are in low income or middle income families just don't have access. So I just wanted to make sure that on the ground here, we create an access locally, because I expect that the Crown would be able to help assist women globally, especially partnering with the World Health Organization, because I can see where WIN BVI or even the WIN Foundation can partner with World Health Organization to get those numbers down, because
so
no woman has to have to die.
I'm so happy to know that, you know, we had so many women in the first instance who at least signed up.
Yes.
And I'm praying that all of you went to access that service and know where you are. And I'm praying even more that you're safe. And if you had any complications, you were able to get it remedied. Thank God for a free opportunity. And that is one of the factors that has been removed via your platform. Finance is a major thing that causes a lot of people to pull back. They prefer to provide a meal tomorrow for their children rather than to pay that money to go take care of their own health. So that is being eliminated.
You know, I was there. I was there too. I was there too, because, you know, I was a mother of two sons, raising two boys, single parent, and I wasn't worrying about paying for that, because obviously I have to pay rent on my own. There are many things I have to do on my own. So if you have an opportunity where someone cares for you, you know, the most you can do is just, to me, you take that opportunity and you care for yourself, because sometimes you put everything else before us. And, you know, the Miss Globe crown is about self-love. The Miss Globe journey is about self-love. The Mrs. BVI journey is about self-love. WIN BVI is about self-love. It's just about you paying attention to you, paying attention to who you are, because sometimes we just live life and we do not pay attention. This is the first time I'm actually taking a pause to pay attention to Arlene. Because I've been going and going and going and going and going. And I've been all about
Everything else.
Everything else.
Work and everything.
Except me. And now when you really have to pay attention to you, you realize that, oh boy, this needs to fix, that needs to fix. I have to think, and this needs to. But these are things that we don't really pay attention to. You know, there was a doctor who said to me at one point that, you know, sometimes what we do very often is when we retire, sometimes we're thinking that the retirement money is going towards vacation. But a lot of that retirement money goes into your health, into health care, and it's not fresh health care. It is that you have gone beyond.
You created that.
And yeah, because you're not eating well, you're not sleeping well, you're not exercising. There's so many different things that you're not doing. And I'm so glad that one of the ladies, I was on my way to practice at one day, actually exercise.
Okay.
And there was a lady who stopped me. She said, I just want to thank you. She said, because I have 2 sons. And I've always wanted to do my pap smear, but I didn't have the funds to do it. And you've been able to create that opportunity for me to get that done. And she just said, I just want to really thank you. And to me, that meant a lot, because I said to her at that point, I said, I'm so happy that you recognize the importance of taking care of you, because if you don't take care of you, you really can't take care of anyone else. Yes. So I just want women to know that if you're between the ages of 21 to 29 and you are sexually active and you never had a pap smear, please, it's for you. You need to go call 440-4122 so that you can sign up to be a part of this initiative. And then the second thing would be that if you are between the ages of 21 to 65, Kathy, 21 to 65, eh?
21 to 65, yeah.
And you are sexually active and you have had no pap smear in 3 years, we want you to sign up as well, because again, early detection, it saves lives. And I know that it saved lives because I'm alive.
Yes.
I'm alive.
Perfect testimony. You know?
I'm alive.
Yeah, it's not somebody who would have had the experience coming to talk to you about it, but it's somebody with that experience. So we want you to make sure that you take every opportunity to take care of it, like you're getting help.
Yes.
And the one thing also I want to stitch in there is for us to be our sister's keeper.
Yes.
Man or woman, if you know of a woman, encourage her. You don't even have to know whether or not. Just say, hey, this is happening. If XYZ, go do it. Encourage. Because some people just need someone close to them to, you know,
give a nudge. Give a nudge.
Push them a little more.
And if you're really my friend, and if you're truly my friend, and if you truly love me, you would make sure that I'm taking care of me, so that you and I can, you know, we can go places together.
Yes.
We can enjoy life together. We can celebrate life together. So that's what it's about, you know. Don't tell me at the last minute. Don't encourage me at the last minute. Encourage me now so that we can enjoy life together. That's just how I see it.
Which reminds me, you know, when I put out the flyer, I post the flyer on my WhatsApp status about the pap smear drive, and a friend reached out to me to say, hey, I have to call you up to register me. I have not followed up on that friend.
You haven't?
Which reminds me in this moment, now that I need to check in to make sure that that friend did take that time to go register, or I need to still go register for her. So so confession is good for the soul, right? Sometimes you get so busy and taken up, you forget simple things. But they're important. So friend, I will be checking up on you.
Yes, because we really don't want people getting to the stage of, you know, the 2s, the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, because if you look at the ratings for cancer, you realize that there's like a % survival rate, the more, you know, higher the grade, the less chances you have. So you just want to make sure that you take the necessary steps. For me, I had to do a radical hysterectomy, so it meant that my ability to procreate thereafter would not have been the case. So I know what it's like to have children, and I know what it's like to not be able to have children. So I want women just to make sure you get yourselves checked, so that even if you don't have children as yet and you want to experience what it's like, you
You
just
have
need
that
just do
opportunity,
you just have that
yes,
opportunity to
yeah.
do what you need
Awesome.
to do.
But the road to Palm Springs, California is on
It's
and
on.
closer
It's
than
on.
you can even imagine, and there are quite a number of work yet to be done.
Yeah.
So what's up your sleeve to make sure that you go there, represent for this cause at the maximum?
I want to say, Kathy, before we move on quickly, because I forgot to say that Penn Medical Center,
Medical,
we've
okay.
partnered with Penn
Okay, yeah, this time it's
Medical
Penn, not-
Center.
yeah,
Yes,
okay.
it's not, before we had Eureka, before, and now we've partnered with Penn Medical Center. And once you're registered, your appointment, it will be scheduled for the month of May. So the scheduling has already started. And you will receive a free doctor's consultation on your appointment.
Okay.
And once you have your NHI, there's no copay. So we just want people to know that, okay?
Okay.
So
All right.
now we can move on to,
Yes.
to
Yes.
the really, really fun stuff.
Yeah, tell us some fun stuff. Who's
The
singing
really, really fun
karaoke?
stuff. Well, I had the opportunity to be present last year for the WIN Song of the Year competition that's held by the WIN Foundation.
Yeah.
And I so happened to have won the Reclaiming Me category. And I just love singing because I think singing brings people together.
Yeah.
So I wanted to use the king or queen of karaoke as an opportunity to bring people together because one, it's twofold. I get to speak about my platform. Two, and it gives people an opportunity for those who want to feel what a stage is like to sing on. Because we're going to be at the Pancake Paradise. There's a nice little stage there.
Yes.
It gives people an opportunity to be in their element,
Yes.
their moment of stardom.
You know what's
And there's a
karaoke?
crowd there. Yes, because
Carry your own keys.
karaoke, right? So I just wanted to create that opportunity that will allow people to perhaps come out of your bathrooms
Yeah.
from singing,
Yeah.
and you're singing in front of an audience.
In your own key.
Well, in your own key, but you still have to carry.
It. Yes.
You still have to
The
carry
on stage.
the key, okay? So I'm expecting people to come dressed nicely to be there for the stage, their moment,
Is this a competition?
It is a competition.
Okay, so tell us about it.
And the competition, it's about you not being perfect,
Okay. That's karaoke.
not being perfect, but being great.
Great, yes.
Being great. It's okay to be great, right, Kathy?
Yes,
It's okay to be
yes.
great. Now we have some rules. We have some rules. King or queen. I
Okay.
want to say that the prize, you get an opportunity, a round trip ticket, compliments travel wise to St. Martin.
Okay.
St. Martin. And I've been on cruises before, and I love to do the karaoke. And I don't remember if you get a prize
Okay.
to a round trip to go anywhere, because obviously you've done paid for your
Yeah,
cruise anyway,
yeah.
right? So this is so spectacular, I believe, in that it gives you an opportunity to just be you,
Yeah.
to be the authentic you. That's what the karaoke
And be
is
rewarded.
about, okay? 3 rounds.
Okay.
We have 3 rounds. Round 1, songs from the 1980s. But here's the catch. You can only select from either Stevie Wonder or Tina Turner.
Oh shucks.
So which one for you, Kathy?
Stevie. I
You
agree,
do some Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, Stevie.
Isn't she lovely?
Here, Mikey.
Isn't she wonderful? And then we have the round 2. Okay, so it's like an advancing, because once you do round 1, we have judges who will be there, but there will be crowd appeal as well. That helps to bolster you into
So bring
round
out-
2.
yeah,
You
bring
have
out
to
your
bring out your
people.
posse,
Yeah.
bring out everyone. Okay, $10 gets you in. $10 would be you sign up, but you have to sign up now between now and the 25th of May for $10, and you'll
That's
call
to
WIN to participate,
Okay,
right?
okay.
And you'll call 440-4122
Okay. 440.
to sign up now. 440-4122. Okay,
Got it.
that's WIN BVI.
Okay.
Okay, so they will have all the rules for you, but you will be advancing from round 1.
To 2.
Then you advance to round 2. Again, judges, and then you have the crowd you know, the crowd hype and the crowd
Right.
appeal. The round two would be songs from the 1990s. 1990s. Either Lionel Richie or Whitney Houston.
Whitney.
I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Okay, so I guess you will land in the Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
So you can blow.
Yeah.
You can blow. You can bellow.
Yeah, something happened.
And then you will advance then to the final round.
Okay.
And the final round would be those from 2000, songs from the year 2000. Now that one is freestyle. That is open to you. But we only want clean lyrics, lyrics love, because this is about love, self-love. Because the reason why I selected Stevie Wonder, Tina Turner, Lionel Richie, Whitney Houston, just the music, it's versatile in that it's clean lyrics.
Yeah.
It showed in many different ways how they were able to advance through stages of life from where they were to where they needed to be. It's an experience, you know. Sometimes we have scars and we look at scars as though they're a bad thing. I used to do that. It's a bad thing. But it's not a bad thing because your scar means that you would have survived something. It's an experience.
Yes,
So
yes.
we want people to come out.
And this is on.
And this is on the 27th of May,
Yes.
7 to 9 p.m. at Pancake Paradise.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
And then we have an event actually right before that on the 12th of May. You know, there's so many different things going on, so Kathy, you have to forgive
That's
me.
okay. That's
so I have to
okay.
look down
So
here
I'm
to get
getting
some
your song,
information.
So remember the number to call up to.
Yes, tell them
register.
please. Yeah, I'm expecting you to be a part of it as well. For you
Lord
to
of
participate.
mercy. Okay.
Okay, you can.
Crowd come.
Then we have the Mother's Day happy hour. That actually happens on the 12th of May. So that happens essentially before from 5 to 7 p.m. So we want people to come out. It's at Bamboo Shade.
Yeah.
We want people to come out. And I will be singing.
Okay.
I will be singing my Reclaiming Me
Anytime
song.
you open your mouth to sing that,
Reclaiming
it just
me.
goes. It just goes. Everyone is just like drawn to that moment with that. So
And that
could
song was
resonate,
intentional, you know.
yeah.
It was intentional because it was me even coming to myself, coming to my understanding of that self-love is really something you really need to have. Because I've been reading, you know, the Bible says, you know, love your neighbor as
thyself,
as yourself.
not more or less.
and if
but
you don't
as.
love you, then I can't love you.
can't,
If I don't love me, then I can't share that love
you're
with
loving,
you.
It's not real love.
And
it's
sometimes
something
maybe
else.
that's why when I look at you and you would say to me things like, you know, Arlene, you're not good enough. You're not this, you're not that. And I begin to believe you because I'm looking at you as my mirror
Yeah.
versus me really
You
looking
look at
into
yourself.
the mirror and say, I am, I am, I am. And because I am, you are.
Yes.
So that's something I
yes.
think we really need to pay
attention
to.
Also, while you're on the pattern, we're going to go down here because the clock is on us at this moment. While you're at California, there is also the opportunity for you to win the Choice of the People Award.
Yes, there
but
is.
that depends on the people
Yes.
voting for you with
Yes.
some dollars. So,
Remember from the beginning of this journey, I said that when you see me on stage, it's not Arlene you're seeing. You're seeing the ambassador for the Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands. I am representing you. And one of the things I recognized from the pageant last year, because I had an opportunity to be present, the countries, they back the women
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
The people rally, they rally behind of the women. And I'm asking my country, the British Virgin Islands, to rally behind of me.
Yes.
Because when I go there, I am not going there to have fun. I am going there really to work fun.
Yeah.
I'm working, I'm still having some fun in between because I'm building relationships, but it is for them to help to catapult me
Yes.
into the top positions, and I can't do it without without them. So I want them to log on to the mrsglobe.com, and you can vote. It's $10 per vote, because $10 can save one life. And the WIN Foundation is about empowering women, helping women in need across the globe. And I want to say this, Kathy, because it's something that we really don't think about. When I looked at the statistics from the World Health Organization, and it was about 600,000 and then 300,000, I can safely say that I wouldn't have any doubt that our numbers aren't in there. You know why? I wasn't treated here in my time. I went abroad to be treated, and a lot of women, since I've gotten the crown, they have spoken with me. They go abroad to get the treatment. So those numbers would be included in all of the numbers, all those international numbers. So because it's there, we have an opportunity. I really have an opportunity to make sure that we get the Virgin Islands, our footprint. We go to California, then on to the crown, then the WIN Foundation can then work closely with the World Health Organization, so again, that we can lower those numbers. It's about helping women in need, not just locally, not just regionally, but globally. So awesome. I want persons, when you see Dr. Arlene T. Penn, you go the mrsglobe.com, you click vote, and you vote as many times as you want.
Send the money.
You can vote as many times as you want, so that it can help catapult me as well and thrust me into the top positions.
Okay. And as we wrap up too, if you want to find another way to make that vote count, you can bring your money during the happy hour on Friday
during the happy hour, yes.
At Bamboo Shade.
Yes.
Bring us 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Yes.
All the money,
yes.
Bring it there, and we'll put it towards your vote so that we help
yes.
in that process. We have to take Dr. Arlene T. Penn home with this. We got this cause. More than anything, it's not about her, it's about the cause. And it's for us,
yes.
us as women, and really, really applaud you. We love what the WIN BVI is doing. Continue to grow from strength to strength
yes.
in this territory. The Single Mothers Program,
yes.
oh my goodness. Help.
Yes.
The one thing I have been admiring about WIN BVI as I wrap up here is the fact where we see we have so many organizations people can go to for help.
Yes.
But in this instance with WIN BVI, what we do, we help, but help persons to fish.
Yes.
Not just present them.
It's about
with
getting
the
your independence.
Yes.
Getting
so I
your
love that about
independence.
it. And we're going to talk more on our next program about
yes.
it. But remember the events, remind of the days and the times.
Okay, let me see if I can get all of that done in
yes.
a nutshell. So on the 12th, we have our event at Bamboo Shade, which
yes.
starts from 5 to 7. And that's the Mother's Day
yes.
event that we want persons to come out to.
Yes.
Then on the 27th, and that's from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Pancake Paradise. We're asking you to come out for the king or queen of karaoke so that you can win, and you go off to St. Martin and you do what you got to do there. And then remember, we want persons to log on to the mrsglobe.com and you vote for Dr. Arlene T. Penn, Mrs. British Virgin Islands, so that we can win that Choice of the People award. We can't do it without you. And for any other information that you need, please call 440-4122, and that's the WIN BVI organization, and they can tell you everything
everything
that you need.
Yes, the window is still open for you to get registered to have your pap smear done. That same number,
yes,
call it. Thank you so much, Dr. Arlene. We wish
yes.
you every success. We're on the road with you. We're going to be at Palm Springs with you to
bring
it.
So remember, no, fix, live, win.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of The Big Story. Bye.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Everyone looks to the future, but no one truly knows what the future holds.
The number of people under the age of 20 with type 2 diabetes could increase by 49% by 2050. Let it be known that we all have a 30% chance of developing hypertension.
Globally, more than 300 million people of all ages suffer from depression.
More than 60,000 young adults aged 20 to 39 are diagnosed with cancer each year. Obesity leads to problems such as stroke, heart disease, and kidney failure.
No matter your race, age, or color, we are all at risk.
These diseases can be managed or prevented if caught early.
But with the right medicine and the right doctors to keep us on a path to live a robust and healthy life,
We will live well.
Opiate. Hi, I'm Cowboy, and I'm running for president of Stake. Thank you. And I will meet your needs. Some bathrooms are so expensive to build, they come with security. But at Staycation Butchers, our meats are affordable. People always ask me, Cowboy, where does your salmon come from? Well, our salmon comes from the water. A vote for Cowboy is a vote for quality, integrity, and consistency. So come into Staycation Butchers and cast your vote for me, your next president of Steak. Alexandra Durant approves this message.
No, I don't.